Richard, losing 3-0 on the night, like, can Chelsea, you know, there were moments in that game, but can they have any complaints about this over 2 legs?
No, I don't think so. I think we'll move on to it a little bit later, but you look at the 4 goals they conceded and they were all avoidable. You know, they were all individual errors somewhere along the line, and for all the play they had today, the chances, half chances, they never tested the goalkeeper. He never had to make a save, really, you know. So I think over the 2 legs, Barcelona is certainly the better team, and yeah, as a competition progresses, if you make the mistakes that Chelsea made over the 2 legs, there's no chance for you, you know. And certainly against a team like Barcelona, they punished them and took full advantage of it.
And I think the point Eamon was made beforehand, like, if you make errors against Barcelona, they will really punish it.
Yeah, the higher up you go in the game, the better players you're playing against, they punish errors. I mean, Ronnie made a point in his post-match summary that in the 2 legs of the tie, Chelsea hit the woodwork 4 times. And the penalty appeal also looked legitimate to us, although again Ronnie wasn't sure, but in general you'd have to accept that they were just short, Chelsea. They were much better tonight and in the first leg than Manchester United, for example, against Sevilla in the 2 games. I think they're got a very good coach, just short in key areas at the back. A little bit short of experience, and Fabregas in midfield doesn't have the legs anymore, so he and Kante had to do an awful lot. So I think Barcelona were good. You know, they were efficient, they got the job done. If the penalty had been awarded and taken, it would have been 2-1 with about 25 minutes to go. That would have been a nervous time for Barcelona. But there's a lot of ifs and buts in that statement. So the right team went through, but I don't think Antonio Conte has anything to be ashamed of, or his players. They're playing, you know, probably the best team in Europe, and they acquitted themselves well, I thought.
Yeah, that's it. I think they were left with a lot of, like, what ifs, just the usual stuff that you're left with in every dressing room after you leave. But the chances they created, I think they can take that as a positive, but they weren't clinical enough. The post and hitting the crossbar, you look for those things would boost their confidence, and they can look back at the penalty issue. That should have been a penalty, I'd agree with Eamon, but overall, while they'll be disappointed with the result, they'll regret certain moments in the two games. I don't think they can have a complaint with the outcome. They didn't do enough when it really, really mattered. And this stage of the competition, we're always discussing, you know, what's the comparative strengths and weaknesses of the league. Teams that do well in the Champions League, they've got to do it when it matters, and the English teams tonight and last night came nowhere near it.